Good evening guys, how you guys doing? Hopefully you've practiced some stuff from the last video that we watched, which was, remind me again, releasing a track on time and correcting with the jog wheel. So hopefully you've done that, and let's move on from there. Now before we move on, there's something I want to quickly talk about, which I didn't actually mention last time and I should have done. We were saying that basically you had your tracks, and even if they were at the correct speed, at the correct BPM, you basically want them to be in line with each other. Now I'm going to expand on that and say, I mean, let's say for example, let's say this track 1 was released a bit late, or a bit late, so it's a bit behind. Now I said you need to accelerate it, and you hear sort of a galloping effect, and the beats get closer and closer until they're in sync. Now the thing is, if you actually decelerate it and bring it down, the beats will also get in sync again, but you're actually doing something that you shouldn't be doing. Think of it like this: you've got 4 beats in the bar, 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, you've got 4 beats on this track, 4 beats in this track, 4 beats in the bar, and they need to be like in sync. So kind of like that. But if this track is released late, it's going to be a little bit behind, and I need to accelerate it to bring them in sync again. I could decelerate it, and the beats would be in sync. However, the wrong beats of the bar would be in sync. So here I've got the first beat of the bar in sync with the second beat of the bar. It'll still sound correct, but when you actually do the transition, when you're counting phrases and doing the transition, it'll be a bit weird. It won't be right. Let me show you that quickly before we move on. So basically, let's just use the same track as last time. That's my loop. Let's do it again. Okay. Now what you want to do normally is release this on the first beat of the bar. Okay. Now I'm going to release this a little bit late. That's late. Now I've corrected that by accelerating it again. But what happens if I decelerate it? Release late. Sounds in sync, right? It is in sync. However, it's syncing the wrong beats to the bar. That's basically the same as doing this. It's the same as going, rather than releasing on the first beat, releasing the 4th beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was in time anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're in sync, but you're syncing the wrong beats, so be careful of that. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, I've got 7 minutes to talk about beat matching. Basically, this is going to be the crux of the beat matching process. So last time, we said to have the same BPMs in both tracks. This time I want to do the same thing. Now obviously when we start actually improving, we won't actually know what the BPMs are, but while we're learning the technique we need to know the BPMs. It makes it easier to learn. So this time I want this track to be 5 BPMs faster than the other track. So I've got 135 on track 2, on deck 2, so I'm going to make this 140. Now remember last time I said basically, let's talk about cars again. So you've got car 1, car 2. Now basically if they're travelling at the same speed, and let's say I release track 1, okay, which way should I do this? I'll start going this way. Okay, let's see if I release track 1 a little early, it's going to be ahead. And I need to decelerate it with a jog wheel and bring it in line. And that's what we did last time. BPMs were the same. This time, this BPM is 5 BPMs faster. This track is 5 BPMs faster than the other one. So basically what happens, if I bring it back with a jog wheel, it's going to slowly accelerate again. I have to keep bringing it back with the jog wheel. Keep bringing it back with the jog wheel. So that's what we're going to practice. Okay? So track 2 is 135, track 1 is 140 BPM. A little bit faster. Let's play track 2. Sorry, let's loop it again. Okay? Now I'm going to play track 1. And you'll see quickly it'll get out of sync. I know it's faster, so I need to decelerate it. 1. Out of sync. Decelerate it. Out of sync. In sync. Out of sync. In sync. Out of sync. In sync. Right, so what that's telling me is I have to keep decelerating it. Therefore, the BPM must be faster. So what I need to do now is slow it down a little bit and keep doing it. Slow it down a little bit and keep doing it until I don't need to make corrections anymore. Now the closer I get to the correct BPM, the longer it'll take for it to go out of sync. So the little I'll need little adjustments rather than big adjustments. So I'm 140, I need to get to 135. So let's do it step by step. Okay. Out of sync, in sync, out of sync, in sync. So I need to reduce the BPM. Let's reduce it to 138. Taking longer to go out of sync, but it still is. I still have to slow it down. Let's stop that so we can actually hear it again from the beginning. Out of sync, in sync, so we still have to slow it down. Slow it down a bit more. A little bit. Slow it down a bit more. Start again. It's difficult to hear when you get to the main bit of the track. I didn't start that correctly, I need to make a correction. That's in sync. And that's staying in sync. That's staying in sync, telling me I've got the right BPM now. And if I look at the top display, it's 135 on both, which is what I want. Okay, so that's basically what you need to practice. So start off with having it a little bit faster, let's say 5 BPMs faster, and make sure you can do the corrections in real time. And once you get the hang of that, then slowly reduce the actual BPM, and then keep doing it until you get the correct BPM. And do it visually knowing what you have to get to. So that's why you need a BPM counter of some kind. How long have I got? Okay, I've got a couple of minutes, so let's do the other way around. This time I'm going to slow this down. So the other one's 135, let's make this one 128. This time I know I need to speed it up. Okay, if I slow it down, it's gonna go the wrong direction and I'll sync up the wrong beats. Next time we'll talk about some different ways that we can use to work out which is faster and which is slower. But do the same thing. So I need to speed it up now. Watch. Out of sync. Speed it up, which means I need to increase the actual tempo. 133 BPM. Not enough. Okay, let's start that again from the beginning. So 133. Little speed up, so I need to increase the tempo again. Sounds alright? 135. So we're at 135. So, I would like you guys to try that yourself. So basically, what we've done there is the beat matching process using the Jogwheel, and that's it. Simple as that. So obviously you need to practice that, it'll become easier and easier. Once you get the hang of that, then watch the next video. Next time what we'll do is we'll beat match 2 tracks which are at completely different BPMs, where it's a bit too difficult to correct with the Jogwheel because it's too far apart. And then we'll also talk about different ways of detecting whether you have to go fast or go slow, because like I said, if you go in the wrong direction you will end up matching the beats again, but the wrong beats of the bar. I mean, it's going to be hard to explain really. That's just going to be something that you're going to get yourself if you keep on practicing and keep on practicing. So do that, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you.